You all remember the famous meme?
What's up, Bitcoin?
You all know it was a scam.
We got to talk BitConnect first. SEC is going after them for an alleged $2 billion fraud against customers.
Thousands of victims swindled out of more than $2 billion.
You may even know people close to you who lost money to it. But how did the scam work? What was BitConnect? What did it promise? How did they pull off the biggest crypto Ponzi scheme to ever be criminally charged? Where are they now? And most importantly, how can you pull this off yourself, theoretically?
So if I sell a stock at $10,000, my commission is $5,000.
After being released in 2016, BitConnect promised everyone that they held the key to financial freedom. Here's how the BitConnect platform was supposed to work.
BitConnect is here to help you with the cryptocurrency revolution. Our open source system is designed to make the process of trading, staking, mining, and investing Bitcoin much easier.
BitConnect said that their platform would allow users to lend out a cryptocurrency called BitConnect coins and receive interest payments in return. They said the supply of BitConnects was limited to only 28 million coins. So as demand would go up for the coin, the price would skyrocket. And the people holding the original BitConnects would make a ton of money. Sounds confusing? That's because BitConnect wanted people to just barely understand what they were putting their money into. They wanted to attract people who didn't know that much about cryptocurrency. So if you're feeling confused, you would have been BitConnect's ideal investor. Even though the coin was called BitConnect, everything was handled in Bitcoin. The only way for users to get BitConnect coins was by trading in Bitcoin. You could not buy BitConnect with cash or any other crypto, just Bitcoin. Basically, you send BitConnect your Bitcoin, and they would send BitConnect coins back. You traded a real cryptocurrency that could be converted to cash for a coin that turned out to be a Ponzi scheme. So why would someone want a BitConnect? The thing about having a BitConnect coin is that they generated crazy amounts of interest extremely fast. We're talking up to a 40% return every month, guaranteed by the company. That means if you put $5,000 into BitConnect, you could end up with nearly $300,000 just 12 months later. BitConnect used a 4-tier system depending on the user's initial investments. The more money you put in, the more interest you got out. Every investor was promised at least a 1% return on investment every single day. That means that if you put in $1,000 into BitConnect, you could potentially net over $50 million in just 3 years. Looking back, we can now see how stupid these promises were, but back then when crypto was still newer and less understood, it was reasonable for average mom and pops who didn't know anything about crypto to fall for it. It's still very reasonable for people to fall for these schemes today. But how was all this possible? How could BitConnect yield such incredible returns? Well, with their super fancy trading bot, of course. All the massive interest payouts were determined by BitConnect's groundbreaking trading bot and volatility software. The bot knew the precise moments to trade cryptocurrency that would turn a small BitConnect investment into a fortune. It was this futuristic technology that let BitConnect generate returns of up to 1% every single day. And there was another way to make money with BitConnect, the referral system. You see, BitConnect wanted to make sure everyone knew about them. And what better salespeople to use than the people you already made rich? Enter the army of multi-level affiliates. Yes, BitConnect successfully combined the best of both worlds, Ponzi schemes and pyramid schemes. Soon, a slew of YouTubers, influencers, and other marketers were jumping on the bandwagon to promote the almighty BitConnect.
Hello everyone, I'm Dee and this is Charlie.
And as you can tell by our huge mansion, we're insanely loaded.
They told their followers that they were straight up missing out on money if they weren't investing in BitConnect, urging them to put every penny they had into the coin. They would show everyone the huge profits in their online wallets, seemingly providing proof that BitConnect was the real deal, a foolproof investment. But what they weren't telling the public was that these profits were actually coming from all the affiliate marketing they were doing. And in reality, when you peeked behind the curtain, there was no high-tech trading bot or investment strategy at all. They were simply paying out old investors with the money from new investors, also known as a classic Ponzi scheme. And it was about to come crashing down. One of the most telltale signs of a sketchy crypto project is when they don't actually have a working product. They'll sell a coin, probably based on Ethereum, so it would never be able to work anyways because it can't scale, promising they're gonna build some revolutionary Web3 products, and that all you have to do is buy the coin and invest. This is a great way to raise a bunch of money to build something, never build it, and then walk away with all the money. But one crypto startup that actually has a live working product that you can sign up for and use right now is Tune.fm. Tune.fm is the Web3 of Spotify that's actually live and working. meaning that you can click the link below, sign up, and start listening to music right now, just like you would for Spotify. It already has artists like Beyonce on there, and basically when the music gets played, the artist gets paid immediately for every second of streaming. And it's much more than what an artist can earn on Spotify, like upwards of 10x more. The reason this is possible is because it's run on their native Jam token, which is based on something called Hedera Hashgraph, and not something like Ethereum that is inherently built to fail because it can't scale with the slow transaction times and fees. An enterprise-level distributed ledger technology owned by Google, IBM, Boeing, and much more. This tech is already working for these giant companies, and it actually allows for fast and cheap microtransactions, unlike Fiat or Bitcoin or any other coin project you see out there that's based on an Ethereum ERC protocol. This allows artists to get paid right away, and it even allows for you, the listener, to get paid just by listening to music on TuneFM. That means if you help discover new music or you help curate music on TuneFM, you get paid. If this sounds at all interesting to you, TuneFM is giving you guys 100 Jam coins for free to give it a listen right now when you go to tune.fm with the link below and sign up. You have nothing to lose by giving it a try, and you'll also be helping improve the music industry. So go to tune.fm with the link below to claim your free 100 Jam coins right now. Thanks to TuneFM for sponsoring this video.
How much do you want me to put in?
250.
On top of the 300 million I already have with you?
Yes.
While the BitConnect scheme looked a little different, it still demonstrated all the red flags of a traditional Ponzi scheme, where they show insane returns and then pay off old investors with new investors' money. Before BitConnect went down, people were already suspicious about the company for a few reasons. First, BitConnect had no white papers to show their research. White papers are normally used to educate customers about a company's approach to earn their confidence. This would be especially important for a company that's claiming to use revolutionary technology like a trading robot. Secondly, BitConnect claimed impossibly high payouts and had a multi-level marketing system for promoters. Finally, the nail in the coffin was that BitConnect was run anonymously. If there's an investment company that won't even show their face, you should probably run in the other direction.
Oh, I get it now. It's a scam.
But one of the things that really started making people suspicious was Carlos Matos.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
After receiving a lot of backlash for their scammy ways, BitConnect decided that their best move was to distract the public. So in October 2017, BitConnect held its first and only ceremony in Thailand, and they invited a man named Carlos Matos to be a speaker for the events. A lot of people thought that he was the leader of BitConnect, but actually, Carlos Matos was just a regular investor from New York City. He was basically just like everyone else who had gotten involved with BitConnect, and at the time, he was making a lot of money from it, so he was thrilled to promote it to other people. When BitConnect had their ceremony, he was the perfect person to promote them because the public could relate to him. They would trust him, or at least that's what BitConnect thought would happen. When Carlos Matos got on the stage, he ended up giving the performance of a lifetime.
What's up, BitConnect?
Carlos's enthusiastic promotion ended up becoming a legendary meme, and it got a lot of people talking.
So BitConnect, by the way, it's honestly, I'm just explaining what it is. It's such a sad scam. So they opened this platform called BitConnect, and they make this claim that no matter how much money you give them, they'll make a 1% return on your investment every day. So they got people to give them $100,000, and they're like, we're gonna give you 1%, $1,000 every day on that investment.
Forget about the world as we know it.
It's different, it's all changed. In Carlos's mind, there'll never be any poor person ever again because you just give your money to BitConnect and everyone gets 1%.
BitConnect! Connect!
You see, Carlos proved what many people were already thinking about BitConnect, that it was just all smoke and mirrors. BitConnect was making all these promises, but in reality, there wasn't much more to what they were doing besides screaming BitConnect from the mountaintops. They thought Carlos Matos would restore people's faith in BitConnect, but it actually just made people even more suspicious. Carlos Matos was the first domino to fall that would quickly take down the whole BitConnect operation.
Doesn't believe in me. I'm telling him behind the list, this is real. No. That's a scam.
There were no returns. It was a Ponzi scheme.
BitConnect!
Satish Kambani, founder of BitConnect, has reportedly vanished.
Even though many people were skeptical about BitConnect, the company was still thriving. Around this time, the BitConnect coin BCC was one of the top 20 largest cryptocurrencies by market share. The value of BCC had risen from 17 cents to $463. But Ponzi schemes aren't made to last forever. Less than a month after Carlos Matos' meme disaster, the UK government told BitConnect that they had 2 months to prove its legitimacy or else it would be shut down. Then on January 2018, Texas and North Carolina both issued cease and desist letters to BitConnect, saying the company had failed to be transparent about user earnings and made misleading statements. They also noted that BitConnect was not registered to sell securities in their states. North Carolina also stated that the promoters of BitConnect were breaking the law too. All in all, the states were claiming that BitConnect was a complete fraud. BitConnect was left with no other choice. The company couldn't prove its legitimacy because it wasn't legit at all. So on January 17, 2018, BitConnect officially shut down its operations, and immediately after shutting down, the price of BCC crashed by 92%. Thousands of BitConnect users lost everything.
They screwed us. They ripped us off.
It's been a few sad days, man. I lost all my savings, man. $30,000 in BitConnect.
Is it correct to say that that was almost everything that you had?
That was everything we had. Not almost, it was everything we had.
On Reddit, people shared their stories of putting all their life savings into BitConnect. One Reddit thread even had the suicide hotline number in the title, saying money isn't everything, your life still matters after all of this. So what did BitConnect have to say about the shutdown? They essentially told everyone, sorry it didn't work out, and never admitted to any guilt. The YouTubers that promoted BitConnect are still active on YouTube. Many of them have a similar story about what happened to the profits from BitConnect, saying that they were hacked and all their earnings were stolen. One of them still provides advice about crypto. Most recently in 2021, the SEC filed an action against 5 promoters. Another recent development happened in 2021. $56 million in crypto fraud proceeds were seized from one of BitConnect's top promoters, Glenn Acaro. The US Department of Justice stated that these funds will be used to pay back BitConnect's victims. Acaro pled guilty and is facing 20 years in prison. And as for Carlos Matos, the face of BitConnect, after the truth about BitConnect was revealed, Carlos disappeared from the public for a while. But in 2019, he released a video on his own YouTube channel. In this video, he explained how he also lost a lot of money in BitConnect, just like every other investor, and that he was actually a victim to several other similar scams in the past. Carlos has lost upwards of $160,000 in scams over his lifetime. But he also said that he's still determined to be successful online and offline. Today he posts semi-regularly on his very strange YouTube channel, partnered with Carlos Matos. Even though BitConnect was run anonymously, it was eventually discovered that 2 of the main founders were Divyesh Darji and Satish Kambani. Darji was arrested at the New Delhi airport in August of 2018, and a year later, he was arrested again in connection with a very similar crypto scam called RegoCoin, so clearly he found his niche. As for Satish, he was very recently indicted in San Diego. On February 25, 2022, Satish was charged with orchestrating an international Ponzi scheme as the founder of BitConnect. So what's the lesson from all of this? It's that if you're gonna make a Ponzi scheme, it's best to latch on to whatever the new trend is in the finance world that has a lot of hype and that a lot of people don't understand yet. In this case, it was crypto.